I'm Edmund de Waal, and you're in my studio here in South London, which is a studio full of books and pots and kilns and glazes and different materials and things being tried out. There are lots of different things happening all the time. I've been doing this for a very long time. I started when I was 5, and here comes my dog on cue to hijack the film. So very important to have a pottery dog. So I started when I was a child, and I was very lucky to start as a child. In fact, I'm very, very, very passionate about getting kids connected to clay because it's an extraordinary and powerful medium. It's an extraordinary place for exploration at any age. It doesn't matter if you're a child or if you're coming to it later in life. Clay is a wonderful thing. One of the tremendous reasons for getting clay into people's hands is, of course, it's a non-verbal medium. Here I am waving my hands around and talking like 20 to a dozen, but it's a bodily thing. You move, the clay moves. It's this extraordinary bodily relationship between touch and material. You see what you've done. You powerfully see how the clay has moved with your hands and with your body. So that's an extraordinarily important and interesting thing to have. And this is absolutely part of it. It makes a mess. It's about play. And if education and learning is about anything, it's about discovering boundaries, about overreaching boundaries, discovering where things can go. And for children, that kind of wonderful mess is hugely important. It remains important in all our lives. We're far too kind of clean and tidying things up. It's horrific. It's absolutely horrific that the arts and that clay has been stripped out of education as it has. You might think, oh my God, look at this, all this minimalist stuff. It isn't. If you look around my studio, there's piles of different materials. There's clay in all kinds of ways, being used in all kinds of ways. There are experiments happening all the time. We're over-firing things so that glazes run and looking at them. And all that kind of exploration comes from that early child experience of moving clay and finding out what happens. You really are hijacking this conversation.